Section 84 of the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri, translated by Courtney Langdon. This Librivox recording is in the public domain. Paradiso, Canto 17. The Fifth Heaven. Mars. The Happiness of Heroism. Foreknowledge and Freedom. Dante's Exile and First Refuge.
As that one came to Clymene, who still to sons makes fathers chary, to be sure of that which he had heard against himself. Even such was I, and such was felt to be by Beatrice, and by the holy lamp, who first on my account had changed his place. Wherefore my lady said to me,
Express thy wish's ardour, so that it may issue clearly impressed by its internal stamp, not that our knowledge may the greater grow by words of thine, but that thou mayst get used to tell thy thirst, that we may pour thee drink.
O my dear root, that so dost lift thyself, that as terrestrial minds perceive that no triangle holds two angles which are both obtuse, thou likewise, gazing at the point to which all things are present, dost perceive contingent things, ere in themselves they are. While I by Virgil was accompanied, upward around the mount which healeth souls, and downward through the region of the dead, grave words were told me of my future life. Although indeed I feel myself foursquare against the blows of fortune, my desire would hence contented be, were I to hear what kind of fortune is approaching me, for slower comes an arrow when foreseen. Thus to that light I spoke which had before addressed me, and as Beatrice had willed, so was my wish confessed. Not in vague terms, in which the foolish folk of old were wont to get entangled, ere the Lamb of God, who taketh sins away, was put to death, but with clear words and unambiguous speech, that father's love replied, which by its smile was both concealed and rendered manifest.
Contingence, which outside your matter's volume doth not extend, is in the eternal vision wholly depicted, yet it taketh not necessity therefrom, save as a ship, while down a current moving, doth from eyes which mirror it. Therefrom, as from an organ, sweet harmony attains one's ears, the time which is for thee preparing strikes my sight. As through his false and cruel stepmother Hippolytus left Athens, so must thou leave Florence. This is willed already, this is sought, and soon will be achieved by him who meditates it there, where every day Christ is both bought and sold. As usually the blame will be imputed to the wronged in public outcry, but revenge for it will witness to the truth dispensing it. Thou shalt abandon all that thou hast loved with greatest tenderness, and of its shafts this is the one which exile's bow shoots first. Thou shalt find out how salt another's bread is wont to taste, and what a painful thing is going up and down another's stairs. But what will bow thy shoulders most will be the bad and foolish company with whom thou'lt fall into this vale, for all ungrateful, mad, and malevolent will it become against thee, but soon thereafter it, not thou, will have its forehead red with blood. Its deeds will furnish proof of its bestiality. Hence well becoming will it be for thee to have made thyself a party by thyself. Thy earliest refuge and first lodging-place shall be the courtesy of that great Lombard, who on the ladder bears the holy bird, and who will have for thee such kind regard, that tween you two in doing and in asking, that will be first, which is with others last. With him the man thou'lt see, who was when born so stamped by this strong star, that notable will be his deeds. By reason of his youth, the nations are not yet aware of him, for only 9 years have these wheels revolved around him. But before the Gascon chief, the noble Henry, sparks of his character will manifest themselves by disregard for money or for toil, and so well known will his munificence hereafter be, that even his enemies will not be able to still their tongues at it. On him rely, and on his favours. Many will be changed because of him, the rich and those that beg exchanging states, and written on thy mind shalt thou bear hence, but shalt not tell it.
Here he told me things incredible to those who shall be present. Then he added,
Son, glosses are these on what was said to thee. Behold the snares which lie concealed behind not many circlings of the sun. And yet I would not have thee envious toward thy neighbours, because thy life far longer will extend than will the punishment of their bad faith.
When by his silence that blessed soul had showed that he was through with weaving in the woof of that same web which I had given him warped, then I began, like one who, doubting, longs for counsel from a man who both perceives, wills righteously, and loves. I clearly see, my father, how toward me a time spurs on, to deal me such a blow as heaviest is to him who gives least heed to it. 'Tis therefore well that I should so with foresight arm myself, that if the place which is to me most dear be taken from me, I lose not the rest by these my verses. Downward through the world whose bitterness is endless, and around the mount, from whose fair top my lady's eyes have lifted me, and afterward through heaven from light to light, things have I heard which, if repeated, will for many have the taste of bitter herbs, and yet, if I'm to truth a timid friend, I fear lest life I lose with those who shall of this age speak as ancient. The light wherein that treasure smiled, which there I found, sparkled at first, as in a sunbeam a golden mirror would, and then replied,
A conscience gloomy either with its own or with another's shame will feel indeed the harshness of thy words, yet none the less, all falsehood having been removed from it, cause thy whole vision to be manifest, and where the itch is let the scratching be. For if, when tasted first, thy voice shall prove offensive, it will after leave behind it, when once digested, vital nourishment. This cry of thine will do as doth the wind, which strikes the loftiest summits most, and this will no slight honour prove. Hence only souls well known to fame were shown thee in these heavens, upon the mount, and in the woeful vale, because the mind of him who hears rests not, nor strengthens its belief by illustrations based upon what is hidden and unknown, or by an argument that is not clear.
End of Paradiso, Canto 17.